Hi, I'm Jason Debly. It's been a while. Gonna do a new whiskey review, Irish whiskey. I don't review a lot of Irish whiskey, but last Friday after work, I went to a colleague of mine's office where he invites over a few other gentlemen, and we had a few drinks, and one of the bottles on the table was Powers Irish Whiskey Gold Label. Rolls in at about 43.2% alcohol by volume, 750 milliliter format, triple distilled. It's classic Irish whiskey. The first time I tried Powers Gold Label was about 20 years ago, and it was super cheap, about 18-20 bucks a bottle. It's gone up considerably since then, but it's still competitively priced. There's no age statement, but that doesn't mean it isn't good. So we're going to review it tonight. I hadn't had it, like I said, in many years. This is a brand new bottle that I bought tonight, and I just took the plastic wrapping off before I started this video so that you wouldn't have to endure my struggle to get the cork out. Okay. On the nose, honey, dandelion. It's pleasant. It's floral but medicinal at the same time. But it's not incredible. It's not spectacular, and you know it's not Scotch whiskey. There, you can tell. Like, the nose is not super sophisticated on this. There is a little wee ethanol note. Okay, let's try it. So good. And the reason I'm reviewing this is that when I tried Powers Gold Label 20 years ago, it was okay, not great. Like, it was decent, but the finish was kind of that rotten egg, kind of weird finish that you sometimes encounter with cheaper Irish whiskey. Not getting it so much here. It's improved since 20 years ago. Usually we're talking, well, back in the day, the Black Label Scotch, Johnny Walker, or some single malt, Highland Park in the 80s was at its zenith, and now what we get is not nearly as good. In this case, Powers Gold Label has improved. I know it's better than it used to taste 20 years ago. So let's get that flavor profile down. So like I said, honey, oak, a little bit of cinnamon on the finish, toast drizzled with wild honey, that kind of hay, barley, arrowroot cookie. You get the idea. In fact, I've got tasting notes. I'm gonna look them up on my phone. And so the tasting note on the website where I bought this from, my local liquor store, they describe the palate as vanilla. Yeah, there's a bit of vanilla there. Toasted oak, yes. All laid upon a crisp barley core. Barley, that's what I forgot to mention. And that's accurate. Then it says the finish is complex honey flavor. Not complex. We're not getting complexity here. We're not getting any kind of peat or smoke note. It's classic Irish whiskey, which typically is not peated nor really smoked. But what is important to get out of this review is, if you like honey, ambrosia apples, more honey, oak, a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg, almost but not there for ginger, You're going to like this. It's smooth, it's approachable, there's no nasty bite, and the price point is attractive. In Canada, I think I paid $41 for this. I would pay $41 all day long for this. And it doesn't challenge me. You know, I can sit down with this. It's nice to have a couple of drinks with some friends and just gab. You know, it doesn't ask anything of me. And often after a long day of work or a week of work, which was what it was last Friday, this was the perfect drink. It's got a little tiny zing on the finish. It's like a coffee crisp chocolate bar. You got a bit of milk chocolate there. Damn, it's good. Really good. So, highly recommend. Highly surprised. Powers Gold Label. Worth checking out. And I think they've boosted up the alcohol by volume, because years ago I think it was just 40%, but now it's like 43.2. I like. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and see you soon. I'll try to do another review. The reason I don't review as frequently as I should is because I'm working as a lawyer in private practice, and I'm just working all the time. I don't know, I left government, the swivel service, where I didn't have enough to do, to come into the private sector, which I love, but oh my God, I'm just so busy. But, you know, I do whine, but I do have a good life. I'm employed, whereas some people are struggling to find work. Anyway, not to go on, but that's why I'm very infrequent with my reviews. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you liked it, and I'm going to try to do a Canadian whiskey very soon. Take care.